What if I told you that this entire HR attendance application was built in just 5 prompts with live image capture and the location for the employee, and all the code is written with the help of the AI using Claude Code in VS Code extension, and the Google Sheet we use as a database, and the employee check in or check out with their live images, and also they can check out their history and their leaves management. And also we have the multiple roles in this web application, the admin, manager, and the employee. And now we are in the admin login. Admin can able to manage the employees, then departments, then project sites, and also they can able to see the live map where the employees will log in. And also they can check out the leave applications and take a print and keep the record offline. And then we can set the employee hourly rates in the settings. And then we just simply go to our payroll, select a employee, and the salary payroll slip automatically calculated based on their hourly rates. And in the settings section we can change out the hourly rate and the currency symbol as well. Well, now I am going to tell you how we can create these web applications with the help of the AI step by step, and how we can connect this web application to our Netlify hosting free of cost, and the same way we can do on our hostinger. And the Google Sheet we use as a database as usual. So first of all we need to open our Visual Studio Code, and once our Visual Studio Code open, we just simply click on this new folder, go to the desktop, and the other path as per your own needs. And then we just simply rename them to the attendance, and then simply select this particular folder. And now we go to our extension sections where we can search the Claude Code. And once we search the Claude Code, so you can able to see this extension in front of you. Just simply open this and click on this installed. I already installed this. And once it's installed, you just simply press on this Claude icon. And once you press on this Claude icon, and now this is the a section where we can write the prompt. We have divided this web application in 5 different prompts. We just simply copy our prompt and paste it here, and it will create the code.js and index.html for us. Because we have the 5 prompts, we just give the one prompt first, and then we give the second prompt, and then we give the third prompt, and then we give the fourth and the fifth. And once all the 5 prompts is completed, the web application is completely ready for our production uses. Okay, so later on we will check out them. If we need any kind of tweaks and if we need any kind of changes, we can simply do that. And now you can able to see here the code.js is simply created, and there is a option for the queue messages, okay, right now here. So we just simply copy all our remaining prompts, the prompt 2, 3, 4, and 5, and paste it here, and click on this send. So this prompt will be added in our queue section. Okay, so now we just simply copy our the prompt number 3 and paste it here, and click on this send. Now the prompt 2 and the prompt 3 is in our queue. Okay, now the same we do with the prompt number 4 and the prompt number 5 as well. So once we paste all the prompts in the queue messages, the AI will understand and they will work step by step. Once it's completed the prompt 1, then it will move to the prompt 2, and then it will move to the prompt 3, and same like that. So once it's completed, we will get our code.js and index.html. And once we get our code.js and index.html, we just simply go to our Chrome browser. So this is our Chrome browser. We just simply need to enter the sheet.new in our URL bar. And once we enter the sheet.new, we have created our new Google Sheet. We just simply click on this extension and go to the app script. So once we go to the app script, you will see the app script editor in front of you. We just simply copy our code.js from our Visual Studio Code and paste in our app script editor. So once we paste the code in our app script editor, we just simply click on this deploy and click on this new deployment. So once we click on this new deployment, as of now you will see this kind of setting icon in front of you. Just simply select web app and who has access to the anyone, and click on this deploy. So once you click on this deploy, as of now you can able to see here it's updating the deployment, and now it will ask for the authorized access. You just simply click on this authorized access, and now you have a option the advanced. Just simply click on this advanced, and then you need to simply press it here. Go to the untitled project unsafe, just simply select it here. And once you select it here, then you just simply check mark them all and click on this continue. So once you click on this continue, as of now you can able to see here it's updating the deployment. You just simply copy this particular URL and you go back to your Visual Studio Code. And once you go back to the Visual Studio Code, go to your index.html, and here what you need to do, you just simply search it here, the constant API. And now you need to replace your actual web app URL here. So I just replaced my actual web app URL here, and once it's replaced successfully, I just simply press the Control S and save it. So once I save it, and now you can easily able to see here the code is saved out successfully. Now we just open our Chrome browser and search it here, the Netlify. So this is the first website. We just simply open this particular website, and if you don't have the account, you just simply create account. I already have a account. I just simply click on this login, and now you can able to see here, this is the my dashboard. And now I am in the dashboard. I just simply click on this browse files to upload. I just simply select it here, the browse files to upload. And now I just go back to my that particular folders and select my index.html file. And you just simply make sure you just go to the right path where your actual file is available, and select that particular files for the uploading. Okay, so I just simply select it here, my index.html, and click on this open. And now it's uploading. It says please don't refresh the page, so we don't refresh the page. And once it's completed, you will see this kind of interference in front of you. Now just simply click on this quick setup, and now we can rename them. So I just rename them to the Ramesh Scripts HR, and click on this update project name. So once I click on this update project name, as of now you can able to see here, it asks you if you want to connect the custom domain or set password protection to your website. So I don't need that. I just simply click on this finish later. So once I click on this finish later, as of now you can able to see here, your web application is hosted successfully on the Netlify. And now we need to enter our admin or admin123 username or the password. Okay, so it will give us the error because we don't have set up the demo data in our Google Sheet. So you can try it as per your own needs. Unlimited time, it will not allow you to log in. Why? Because we not have set up the setup demo data in our Google Sheets, because in our Google Sheets we don't have any kind of database backend. So we just go back to our Google Sheets again, and just simply go to the code.js and simply select it here and make it setup demo data. So once I click on this setup demo data and click on this run, so the execution is started. And once the execution is started, you can easily able to see here all the sheets is created successfully in our Google Sheet, and that is the demo data is installed. So now let's go back to the here and enter our username or password, and now you can easily able to see here it's authenticating, and now we are in the admin panel. So this is the dashboard where we can take the overview of the complete system, and that is our employee section where we can add employee, edit employee, or delete employee. And also we can easily able to check out the today status that this particular employee is checked in or not. Okay, so this is a department sections where we can add the departments like the CS department, other departments as per your own needs. You can also edit or delete them. And that is our project sites where we can add our project sites, and we just simply project name, the location, the latitude and the longitude, and the attendance radius allowance. In the 200 meters you are allowed to mark the attendance. Okay, and then simply that. Now there is, we have added a option to the live map. You can easily able to see here where is your project sites actually available. So once the employee check in or check out, you can easily able to visualize them on the charts real time as well. So this is the attendance section where we can check out the attendance of that particular employees, and we can also apply the filters month and year as well. And that is our leave sections where we get the leave applications, and we have a multiple features. We can approve or reject the leave as well, we can edit the leave as well, we can delete the leave as well, and we have also a option for the print. So once we click on this print icon, so now you can able to see there is a professional application is printed, and we can take a print and manual signs of the authorities and keep them record in our office files as well. Okay, so you can easily able to see here. Now we have an option for hourly rates where we can set the hourly rates for each employee, manager and etc. Let's take example. I just mark the hourly rates for the employee 2 is the 67 and click on this save. So now that particular employee to 1 horse salary is 67 rupees, and the employee one is the 134 rupees. So how this will work? For that we need to go to our payroll section, and in the employee drop down we just simply select that particular employee. I just simply selected here the employee 2, and then the year and the month, and click on this generate. So once I click on this generate, as of now you can able to see here the hourly rate is this particular we have set them, and that is their records on this particular date, this person check in time, check out time, these hours they have worked, and that is their automatically calculated salary. And the same like that, I just simply go to employee one, and that have the rate 134 rupees, and now you can able to see here they have worked the 4 days, and that is their automatically calculated salary as well. And now you can take a print on the A4 paper size, something like that, very professionally. And in the settings section you can change the name, currency symbol, and also you can configure the late coming penalty, and also you the leave or absent date fine as well, so that will be deducted in your total payroll amount. Okay, so there is a sidebar feasibilities, layout feasibilities, whatever your employee want to set them, you can easily do that. Also this web application is completely mobile friendly, and you have a different color palettes, you can simply choose them as per your own needs. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we just simply log out and go back to our Google Sheets, and now this is our employee login. We just simply copy the username and the password, and then go back to our web application and simply paste the username and the password for the employee and click on this login. So once I click on this login, as of now you can able to see here it's authenticating, and it will ask for the permission to your location to check out them where exactly you are. Okay, so I just simply click on this here, the check-in with selfie. So once I click on this check-in with selfie, so it will ask me for the picture. I just simply take the picture, and once I take the picture it will mark the check-in time and the checkout time and the current location as well, where actually right I am here. Okay, so this is the thing, and once I check in or check out successfully, they are not allow me to check in again. Okay, so this is the asking you the camera permission, just simply give the camera permission and you take the picture, click on this confirm. So once you click on this confirm, it's processing the attendance right now. Okay, so once it's processing the attendance, now you can easily able to see here it's still processing because it is using the do post function. So it is sending the request to the app script, and then the image will be saved in your Google Drive, and the data will be saved in your Google Sheets. So that's why it will take some time of delays, like the 3 to 5 seconds, and you can able to see here the check-in time is successfully, and the same way we can do the checkout as well. So we just simply click on this processing request, and as of now you can able to see here we have just checked out with, well, I have checked in or checked out successfully. There is my check-in time and that is my checkout time. Now let's go to my history section, and in the my history section you can easily able to see here that is my in selfie and that is my out selfie, that is my check-in time and that is my checkout time, and this is the particular host and I have worked on this particular date, and if admin can create the payroll, then the salary will be calculated on this particular time. And that is my leave sections, where we can request a leave to the admin and admin can approve or reject. And also there is a my profile section where we can upload the my photo, and also I can change the full name and then the change password feature as well. And this is a setting section where I can change the layout and the sidebar as per my comfortness, what I want to say, and also I can change the color schema as per my needs as well. And this is my about section, and if you want any kind of customized project you can simply contact us.